Hi, I'd like to think of myself as something of a naturalist, and I happen to notice something kind of unusual happening on this particular stretch of sidewalk. So, behind me is an apartment condo complex, and it's got this big iron fence all the way down the property, and I'm going to show you what it is that I found. You can see there's the fence on the right-hand side. You can see the sidewalk that goes off for quite a distance because it's a fairly large complex. My interest is in actually this sidewalk. This sidewalk, at about this point, changes into an ant cemetery. It's probably one of the most unusual finds I've ever made because I actually noticed it. But there begins to be a lot more activity for the ants in the deeper, heavier cracks. You can see that there are the light cracks. Here's what I found extremely interesting. It was this, for lack of a better word, dirt that was exceedingly brown. It's not at all like the dirt of this over here. So here's the regular dirt. You notice it's kind of a gray-brown mottled sort of appearance. So then I noticed that this particular dirt was brown, almost reflective. Hold on. If we look at this, it turns out to be an ant graveyard. Well, or cemetery. So if I come up here and I very carefully move these. Okay. All this stuff right here, that dark brown chocolatey looking thing, has a curious texture, and it is dead ant bodies. Now if I look at this, I can see that even now there are ants moving in and out of this, or back and forth, only it was bodies, because it was almost shiny. So here's like a whole crack. If you look right up at the top here in this section, there's this beautiful, slightly shiny quality. And of course that's the exoskeletons. If I hold it really still again, you can see that there's some ants kind of moving in and out of this area, maybe perhaps tending these cemeteries. Here we go. Here's another one. Again, with the bodies pretty much over to the left-hand side, past the cigarette butt, all the way over to the other side and the paper trash. Okay, this one you can almost see that shininess to the exoskeletons again. Okay, so lots and lots of activity and lots of bodies. Just tons of little bodies. Okay, not tons, but I guess if you were an ant it would be tons, right? I'm going to pick up some of this. If you can see the articulation of all the little pieces in my fingers there, you'll know that that's not dirt. Those are all, let's see, I can see some whole bodies, I can see just heads, I can see antenna, I can see thoraxes, and nothing. All of that. Nothing. And in fact, there's nothing as far down as you can go for the rest of this area. From here and back up to almost the edge of the property up there. My car's on the right. So back up to the edge of that property for this stretch right here. It is a walk of cemeteries. I went down past there 2 days ago, and the gardeners had come and had cut an edge to the sidewalk and had blown the sidewalks completely clean of ants and ant bodies and cemeteries, and everything was just completely clean. By that evening, there were already ants beginning to put the bodies back into the little cracks that were there. I have some questions, like why is that ant, I don't know, I'm guessing it's about a centimeter long, Why is that ant there? It's not across the driveway. It's not even past the property line where the dead lawn was, up further past that. It's only in that area. And I walk up and down and up and down. There's no other area that has that in it. It makes me think that maybe somebody brought it with a plant, and that they put their plant outside, and that somehow from that plant has grown a large community of these particularly dark brown opalescent bodies with the ants there. In any case, they've started rebuilding their ant cemeteries. They've started putting the bodies back away. The sidewalks are quite busy with ant activity all across. So I'm just guessing that they're going to go and continue to do this. And I'll just have to watch them throughout the winter to see if they still are there. So this is my little spot of ant naturalism. And I hope you've enjoyed it.